So like with Alan, you have to press heavy punch, light punch, back into heavy kick, light kick, pop, right? And this is the Alan's level. Ow, that's like, look, that's like 60%. What's up, everybody? This is JWong, and we had the pleasure to go to the Arika HQ to play this Fighting EX Lair. It's a different version, it's the new game. You know, to be honest, I asked them this question and they still don't know. If you guys want to see the action of this, you know, really fun, possibly new game or update to Fighting EX Lair, hit the like, share, subscribe, turn on the bell's notification, and let's get into the video. Like, we still don't know. Obviously, it has the same characters that you could see from the character select screen, which makes me believe that it's still a update instead of a new version of the game, which is not version 3.0. Has, you know, obviously Alan and Terry, the only two playable characters, and it has air combos like aerial raves and everything. And how do you start with aerial raves is if you do from like a chain combo into like a heavy punch or heavy kick, or if you do dash into heavy punch, heavy kick, right? So you can always get kind of like an air combo and everything, and you only get 3 hits of the aerial rave from normal. But if you use your cancel, you do like heavy punch, heavy kick into from the dash. So let's say you do like crouching medium kick into heavy punch, heavy kick, it activates like this like ching, where you able to turn from 3 magic series to 6 magic series, right? Where you could do all 6 buttons. And then when you do the launch, you could do all 6 buttons as well in the aerial combo. There's also another thing, you can like kind of like super jump with it as well. You could do dash and a heavy punch, heavy kick, and you get that super jump animation going. Okay, 1, 2, and this one's cool. This is like a burst. I didn't even know you have burst there. They have burst there, which is like really fun. So burst will always cost 2 meters, right? See how we start with 7 meters. The burst will cost 2 meters there. There's also side steps as well too. You hit like down, and there's like a sidestep button. So this technically becomes a 8-button game instead of a 6-button game because it's a sidestep button. You can't do sidesteps without the button. So you can sidestep left, sidestep right. The dash itself costs 1 bar to like enhance your combo series and everything like that. Burst costs 2, right? So now the crazy part about this is that when you run out of bars, you don't regain it until the last 15 seconds. Think of it as like this is exhaust, like Street Fighter 6, right? And then you see the 15 seconds hit, then you get all your meter back, and then that's like kind of your like last like X Factor comeback burst scenario and everything like that, right? So you see like 1, 2, 3, boom, 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 right? So the air combos, they don't really do that much big damage for the most part. So I know like in regular Fighting EX Lair, I'm like trying to figure out combos, right? I'm just trying to like mash out, see like what can I do stylish wise. So combos that you guys know from like previous Fighting EX Lairs where you could just do like infinite juggles, not infinite juggles, but pretty much like really long combos like Terry's Power Geyser, Alan's like triple kick moves and stuff like that. You could just loop it over and over and over again. Pretty much like that stuff is completely gone because of the burst system, right? And everything like that. So like those type of combos are just completely just out the window. So now I have no bar, right? So that means I'm pretty much Street Fighter 2. I can't use supers, I can't use meter. I'm pretty much like Ryu from Street Fighter 2, just fireball, DP, like Tatsu and everything. Oh, and there's also there is guard cancel. Guard cancel takes 1 bar as well too, and you can always guard cancel into whatever special move you want to do. So that's pretty good. So most of the time they're like the developer is using command grabs during my block strings, so you don't want to use block strings at all, right? So there is also level 3s. Level 3s will take 3 bars and everything, but the level 3s are pretty hard to land. You see, like it's not easy to land, but it's like really good, and the input of it is weird. So like with Alan, you have to press heavy punch, light punch, right, back into heavy kick, light kick. So it's like pop, right? And this is Alan's level. Ow, that's like, look, that's like 60%. It is also very hard to combo into it, so you can't really get a good combo. Like you have to do the pretty much the stun move. The stun move where you like the purple send you cause them a dizzy state, chip damage. So hell yeah. And there's also air block, and the crazy about this air block is OP. And what I mean about air block is being OP, because usually like you can block air to air and stuff like that, right? And you can block kind of like random like special moves that doesn't trigger like kind of like the grounded like anti-air where you can't block, because normally if you air block, you can't air block a crouching heavy punch, you can't air block a deep DP, right? But in this game, you can air block everything. It has a very Marvel versus Capcom air block mechanism, but there's no guard breaks, because in Marvel you can air block anything, but you eventually will get guard broken if you normal jump, right, compared to super jump. This one you can actually not guard break at all, so that's actually pretty cool. So you can actually air block just every single thing, but there's going to be like that little lag, right? That little lag of like when you air block, it's like the game kind of slows down a little bit when you air block. Yeah, see, I love the little like close-up animation transitions right there. You see he does the guard cancel right there. Pop, pop, pop. Air combo. 1, 2, 3. So I was playing Alan and the developer was playing Terry. Ooh, 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 ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. You see? Like that's big damage. If you get a confirmed air and you can go into it, it's actually pretty good. Because obviously this one does less damage because there's less hits. And that was a burst. I think it was accidental burst right there. Right? And it still plays the footsie games. And also, like, you see how like the 3D playing field, it's like 2D playing field, but you can like change it to 3D. Because right here, this looks like a standard like 2D Street Fighter thing. But if you sidestep, you can like kind of like transition the camera, and then you have to fight in a weird angle where like maybe you like you or the opponent might not be comfortable in. So like, you see like right here, you see how like it kind of like transform a little bit to the right as well. So you can move that to the, like literally move it to a whole 360 clock and everything like that. Right, where you want to do a lot of neutral jumps and everything to stop grabs, because grabs has so much recovery. So now I gotta be careful. Look at that, he's punishing me right there. 1, 2, 3. Look at that big damage. Oh, okay, that's punishable. All right, go for a regular grab because I only have 1 bar. Grabs do a lot of damage. Look at the grabs actually do mad damage. Oh, he did DP. He couldn't help himself there. He could not help himself. Like, this game gives you a lot of button presses, and it makes you feel, it makes it feel good, because I mean, because I think that's the one thing that Fighting EX Layer didn't have, was like easy mode of combos. And now this one you can really do combos with people, right? Like everybody has the same way of like doing, like, it's like how Fighting EX Layer you can just do chain combos on the ground, but I feel like air combos is like such a type thing that people really enjoy. Air combos are just fun. Go for the burst. Oh, don't press a button. 1, 2, 3. I would like for them to add like maybe like air supers or anything like that, because I was trying to figure out like, can I do like something like off the ground? That's right, yeah, you can sidestep projectiles, kind of like how Tekken is, where if somebody throws a projectile, it's just linear, so you can just sidestep through it. But sidestep is just tough because like you can't just press the button, you have to run and then sidestep. There's no like sidestep just standing. You have to run, sidestep, run, sidestep. So you gotta do forward, sidestep button. Hey, look, he's in the wall. It's crazy. There's also like not like much pushback with the wall, so I feel like maybe you could do like infinites possibly. Who knows? But you can definitely do some crazy strings. That's it. They still have that move, but look at that. That's safe. I could just burst and then punish you and then force you to burst. So if you think about it, you spent 3 bars versus me spending 2 bars, so it's not too bad. I started thinking about like, oh, it's all about how much meter that somebody has to can use and stuff like that, right? Yeah, and there's no guard break. Sometimes I was like looking at the guard, I'm like, yo, why do I turn red sometimes, right? But yeah, it's not that. Ooh, because you see right there, like sometimes you get the little red sparks. Yeah, I got the burst there. He jumped back. He's like, nah, they'll get out of here, bro. Almost 15 seconds left. If it was 15 seconds left, then we would have had a chance to play. It's hard to make a comeback with no meter because you can't do damage in that situation, right? But yeah, I do think this game is like super fun. Burst. Look at that. That's actually a pretty good super to use because it's 1 hit. It's like the illusion like in the regular Fighting EX Layer where like if it's a multi-hitting super, then you pretty much make the super whiff, right? Because you don't take all that damage. But if it's a 1-hit super, it's just so good against illusion. It's anti-illusion at that point. You see the air block? Oh, bro, my man was trying. So the developers said if that hit me, I would have died. Like, I think at this point my goal was to like somehow see how level 3s are useful, because level 3s, because they do so much damage and It just costs 3 bars. It doesn't seem like it's expensive because you start with 7 bars, but the fact that it's like hard to land, it makes sense that it's like it's harder to land because maybe it doesn't seem like you can combo into it. The input itself is like a little bit difficult as well too. If you go for the gustos, it's like Harmo's CVS2 level 3 super. Like you can't combo into it. It's a really big button, and if you land it, like you feel so satisfied. So I think it's kind of the same concept with this level 3 where it just feels freaking amazing to land. Yeah, see, that's punishable. Like that's like okay, right? Because it's like fine if you press a button, then like those like little tricks that people like super jump, super cancel, like that's kind of gone, especially against supers that like are multi-hitting moves like Buster Wolf. And look at that, 15 seconds left. We got all our life bar. I was gonna go to town. After that sweep into the cancel, go for a string and everything, try to bait the guard cancel. Oh, I got no meter, bro. We gotta play Street Fighter 2 mode. Look at that rising dragon. Look at that punish. I'm gonna punish my deep rising dragon, bro. So he could just technically just jump air block all day and take advantage of the air position because I can't really stop him. Okay, now he only has 1 bar. Oh, goes super burning knuckle. Right, if he had, see, at that point, that's when you could play like old school fighting EX Slayer, where you could just loop power geyser, burning knuckle, power geyser, burning knuckle, and stuff like that. Look at that, get out of me, bro. Look, you can even do aerial rave block strings in air, which is like really cool as well too. I think that's like really sick. It makes me curious on like how other characters will be played in this version, like grapplers or like long range characters, because it's like they obviously use these 2 characters because they're like pretty much Shoutouts, right? Shoutouts, it's like Alan versus Terry. They're pretty much 2 Shoutouts, type of Shoutouts at least. Terry's pretty much a Shoutout. I like the fact that everyone starts with like 7 bars and it's like it makes the game so much faster. Because if you had to like earn your bar, the game would be obviously super slow. So it makes sense to start with 7 bars in this situation. Right, and then eventually like mid game it'll like if you spend too much it'll slow down and then you get a refill at 15 seconds. Maybe it should refill at 20 seconds possibly, because I feel like it's easy to kind of like take out your gauge, right? Yeah, I do think it's easy to like just run out of gauge before like even close to even 30 seconds. Like I know when I was talking to them and I was like, do you know when this game will come out? They said, oh, they don't know when. Because they have other priorities now. Obviously, like Arika's helping with like Tekken 8 and everything like that. So this game has been technically pushed back in terms of like time frame on when they're going to release on it. So we don't know when this game will come out. Like, you know, they were just gracefully nice enough to let me just play this version where it's just Terry and Alan and everything like that. And obviously they have all the other characters on the character select screen. But I don't even know how far are they into those other characters or anything like that. It's definitely more reworked. Like the engine's all there. Obviously they took out the Gojis, what you used to. Look at this. Oh, we landed level 3, baby. Ooh. I was like, yes. And that was actually the last match too. Like, because we only had 1 hour to like film and everything like that. But yeah, like I said, big shout outs to Arika, Mihara-san, Nishitani-san, for just like hooking your boy up, which is playing some fighting EX Slayer. That was like pretty sick. Put in the comments below, like they need to hurry up, make this fighting EX Slayer available to everybody so people could play it. It felt really good pressing buttons. When you play a fighting game that's really good pressing buttons, I do think that's like awesome. But yeah, I just want to show some love to obviously to the fighting communities that love more of the niche games, and this is one of those niche games that really deserve some love. So hit the like, share, subscribe, turn on the bell's notification, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace. Thank you guys for watching today's video. I hope you guys really all enjoyed it. We work really hard and we're just striving to push the best fighting game content that we can possibly put out. So if you guys did enjoy it, make sure you guys hit the like, share, subscribe, turn on the bell's notification, and thank you once again for supporting, and make sure you guys stay safe, stay healthy, and we'll see you in the next video. Peace.